On today's vlog, the name of this episode is Conventional Sumos. So, me and Mr. Peterson right here are both lifelong conventional deadlifters, and we're gonna be experimenting with doing some sumo deadlifts.
Yeah.
So this shit gonna look a little weird. Don't judge us too much though. So Mr. Peterson stepping up the plates. So what was you saying earlier, Leek, about the bastardized sumo?
So essentially, I've narrowed my base of support. So rather than be outside of the knurling, which for me puts a lot of strain on the hip for a person that doesn't practice this particular movement, I'm about a half step in and my toes are angled out at 45 degrees. So I'm still getting a little bit of flexion in the hip, but the action is really coming from hamstrings, quads, and glutes here. This is our first set of 3.
Hold this for me, my good sir.
Got it.
So I got a question for everybody watching. So no offense if you pull sumo, but does it make me soft to pull sumo in training and use a mixed grip? I just want to know. I want to know. Let me know. So it's a 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't like that. No offense.
I like adding it. I feel like it helps it definitely gives my low back something different, which I do like. Just checking the.
Who's Ty Dolla $ign? Baby, come give me something new. So the reason why I'm not a big fan of sumo deadlifts is, to me, I feel like strength is a skill, not a sport. So I feel like whenever you start to change a movement in a way that allows you to leverage it, you're not actually making yourself strong. You're just getting better at the movement. And we train our bodies to be strong. So, and I feel that not enough lifters spend enough time doing conventional deadlifting before transitioning over to sumo deadlifting. And I think that's a big problem in lifting today. Like, if you can't, I would say for guys, if you can't deadlift over, what do you say, 405?
Or
conventional?
Or just 2.5 times your body.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, if you want to get technical, because I think people might feel attacked if we start putting numbers to things.
That's so. Let's bring it down. We'll say even like 1.5 your body weight. If you can't conventional deadlift 1.5 your body weight,
Let's say two times. Yeah, now we big numbers, man. Because if you're a 200-pound man and you're not lifting 400 pounds, we probably not having the most appropriate conversations as it pertains to strength.
Okay.
So I don't want to really hear what you have to say about that. So
I would just say that, like, before, it's like basketball. I like to use analogies. Before you do a Euro step, learn how to do a left-hand layup. And I think that's the bigger problem. So many people, they Euro stepping, but then if you tell them to go left, they can't. So I think that for some people, especially taller athletes, they need to sumo deadlift. You got long legs, it's whatever, right?
Yes.
But you should still train conventional. So what I do for my athletes, for PRs, for people who prefer sumo for PRs, or as you say, competition lift, I'll let them pull sumo. But on a squat day, we'll do high rep conventional so they at least get comfortable with the movement. So that's a hot take, but it's how I feel. So right now we're on set number 2. Yeah, how many sets we got?
a couple. You don't have to stick with all of them, but it's a couple.
That boy good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty. Look at his hands, yo. Yo, you can't see it, but that's nasty. This is hook grip. Yo, so it's gonna sound weird, but you know what? You know one problem I have, and this is why I do better with shoes on for a lot of things?
Yeah.
I pronate, right? So like I never get the weight of my feet flat and my like just like my feet aren't flat when I'm deadlifting. Especially when I'm going sumo, because I think I'm so wide out that I can like lean out. All right, so I'm about to go sumo deadlifts. Watch this. Sumo deadlifts with a hook grip. This is nasty work right here. That hurts. I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry. Yo, I can't do that. Yo, I'm sorry, yo, that hurts. One. Unconventional sumo is 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Woo! You know what's funny? I think if I were to hook grip any kind of deadlift, I think it would be a sumo.
Yeah.
I think so. Because I think the weight is close enough to like my clean weight that like I'm used to having that much weight hook grip. So that was set number 2. I think we got 5 more sets. I don't know, man. Malik wild. Did you mix grip or you stayed overhand?
Nah, I stayed overhand hook.
Oh no, you a hook. I don't care what you say. I'm not a hook grip. That shit feel like day old stuff. Or maybe I'll.
See, it's not bad.
Once you in the sumo, once you get like
You got the leverage.
maybe it wasn't so bad. Maybe it wasn't so bad. This man Malik invited me to do deadlifts, so we did the first 4 sets. I thought he was good. He said, all right, now we're going 4x4. We're dropping down. Nah, it's not supposed to, but it hits. I think at this weight, I feel probably more comfortable.
Yeah, oh man, this stuff's so good.
That sucks. This is about like your deadlift setup. What are you trying to do when you set up for your deadlifts, and like how do you need to feel? Like talk us through your setup.
So for sumo, it's a little different because it's not a primary form of deadlifting for me. So I really just make sure my heels are flat and all of my weight, like 70% of it, is shifted to the posterior. Like I want to feel a lot of tension in my hamstrings, my glutes, my abductors are fired up, so that when I pull, all I'm really doing is holding the bar and standing up. This is a weight that for me is relatively low in terms of percentage, so I don't have to use like all of my might to make it move. I just need, again, because it's sumo, just leverage. If I got good leverage, I can just shoot my hips forward and stand. All right, cool.
Yeah, so I like your explanation of what you was talking about in your deadlifts, but for me, like deadlifts is a little bit more. I find with deadlifts, I got to be a little bit more instinctual. I can't be that deliberate because it's a movement that I don't like. So I find that like I got to be like as natural as possible. And when I deadlift, I'm just trying to make it out the room alive, man.
Hey man, I'm here for it.
The only thing I like about deadlifts is when it's time for a heavy single. That's it. spicy.
They're not doing that.
I don't normally go that heavy on sumo, so I was spicy. Woo! I'd rather be in a foxhole with someone else than myself. What's up, man? Thank you. Ain't nothing going on but the rent.